Lesson 70, Working with GoalSeek and Scenarios. When we work in Excel, we generally begin by inputting data. Then we create calculation formulas to find results. However, Excel offers simulation tools that let us work in the opposite direction. This means starting from results to find the values, let us constitute these results. Let's take the following table as an example. We want to prepare the advertising budget per country for the following year. The total cell contains the sum of all the budgets. This amount exceeds the budget at our disposal. We therefore must change the values of the cells above the total to adjust it. To avoid any trial and error, we will call on the GoalSeek function. Let's start by activating the Data tab. In the Data Tools group, we click the What If Analysis button. The GoalSeek window opens. The first text box contains the cell for which we want to change the value. The To Value text box lets us input the target value. The current total amount of the budgets is $246,000. We want it to be $220,000. We input this value. The third text box lets us define the cell to be changed. We select this cell from the table. To validate, we click the OK button. GoalSeek is applied. A message is shown to confirm the change. The GoalSeek function is especially useful in the case of complex calculation formulas, when the way to change a variable is not obvious. However, this function only lets us change one variable at a time. To change multiple variables simultaneously, we must create scenarios. Let's return to our budget table. We want to create two possible advertising budget scenarios. To do this, we begin by naming the cells containing the values to be manipulated. Then we click the What If Analysis button. In the button's drop-down menu, we click the Scenario Manager command. The Scenario Manager window opens. We create two scenarios, minimum budget and maximum budget. To create the first scenario, we click the Add button. The Add Scenario window opens. We input the scenario name. Then we select the cells containing the scenario's variables. To validate, we click the OK button. The Scenario Values window opens. The different text boxes let us define the values of the variables of the minimum budget. We click the OK button to validate. In the same way, we create a maximum budget scenario. The two scenarios are created. To display a scenario, we select it and then click the Show button. To show the two scenarios simultaneously, we click the Summary button. Two report types are possible. To show the scenario in a normal table, we select the Scenario Summary option. The second option lets us display the scenario in the form of a pivot table. We keep the first option activated and click the OK button. Excel immediately inserts a new worksheet, Scenario Summary, which contains the report. In this summary, we find the actual budget values, the minimum budget values, and the maximum budget values. It is possible to return to the scenarios at any time to change one or more values. In conclusion, the GoalSeek tool takes a result and determines the possible input values that allow this result to be obtained. However, it only lets you change one value at a time. To change multiple variables, you must use scenarios. Scenarios can take charge of up to 32 input values to determine the possible results.